appalling news about football star found dead, NFL desperate to hide who killed him. The worst season in NFL history just came to an end Sunday night with Super Bowl 52 in Minnesota. The league didn't just commence on low ratings for what's supposed to be the most watched television event of the year, it ended in tragedy with the sudden, horrific death of a top linebacker in the league. While the Super Bowl winners are celebrating their victory, the NFL is desperate to hide who killed this pro football star, and now we know why. This season hasn't just been a season of massive fan and ratings loss, the NFL has also suffered from an overwhelming number of deaths and incarcerations of past and current football stars. We've reported of several players who have either died in a car accident unexpectedly or who were put into prison for stabbing their wife to death, and that was apparently just the start. Now the final player of the season was just found dead, and how he was killed isn't something the league wants out. After spending an entire season disrespecting President Donald Trump and all he stands for, the Colts linebacker's death just proved how wrong they were and that Trump was right all along. The morning of the Super Bowl on Sunday, word got out that Indianapolis Colts linebacker Edwin Jackson had tragically lost his life overnight. It was difficult news for the league to swallow and cast a somber mood over the big game day. As the Super Bowl stadium filled with fans and the teams took the field, investigators worked to uncover what happened that led to Jackson's untimely death. As it turns out, one of Trump's biggest and most controversial policies that many in the NFL protested, would have prevented the death of one of their own. The Washington Times reports. The man accused of killing an NFL player and another man in a DUI-related crash Sunday morning is a Mexican immigrant whom authorities are trying to deport, according to charging documents. Police say 37-year-old Alex Cabrera Gonzalez drove a black Ford F-150 pickup truck onto the emergency shoulder along Interstate 70 around 4 a.m. Sunday, plowed into a rideshare vehicle, and killed Indianapolis Colts linebacker Edwin Jackson and 54-year-old Jeffrey Monroe of Avon. Booking documents from the Marion County Jail, which can be searched for at inmateinfo.indy.gov web link and found at case number 1804804, show that Mr. Cabrera Gonzalez is an immigrant from Mexico who is subject to deportation. Mr. Cabrera Gonzalez didn't have a driver's license, tried to flee the scene of the accident, and had a blood alcohol level of at least 0.15, nearly twice the legal limit, authorities said. The booking document, which specifies that Mr. Cabrera Gonzalez has a detainer request on him, does not say whether was in the U.S. illegally or as a legal permanent resident who can still be deported for a serious crime. Mr. Cabrera Gonzalez didn't have a driver's license, tried to flee the scene of the accident, and had a blood alcohol level of at least 0.15, nearly twice the legal limit, authorities said. The booking document, which specifies that Mr. Cabrera Gonzalez has a detainer request on him, does not say whether was in the U.S. illegally or as a legal permanent resident who can still be deported for a serious crime. It is believed Gonzalez was intoxicated and was driving without a license, Sergeant John Perini of the Indiana State Police said in a statement. He was transported to the Marion County Jail. The result of the test for intoxication is pending. It's unfortunate that tragedies like this prove Trump to be right, and even worse that liberals will continue to rebuke him and work against him in protecting our borders. Countless people have been killed this year by illegal aliens who would be alive today if Trump's immigration plan and border control was in full effect without Democrats constantly intervening. People, including those in the NFL, seem more hellbent on sticking it to Trump rather than realizing what's really good from them individually and our country. The league failed this season since disrespectful acts were allowed to continue week after week, and when the president kindly asked them to show respect for our flag and those who fought to defend it, that only made the players step up their protesting game. It was a clear show of defiance against the commander-in-chief, and it backfired on them big time. The future of the NFL might be dead with this last detrimental season, and it didn't have to be. Hopefully, in the off-season, these players and the league leaders take a look at what they did that destroyed it and come back in the next season without the politics and with respect for our president. It's their only chance to make the NFL great again, if it's not too late.